The voice within you is the most influential voice you will ever hear, for it shapes not only how you see yourself, but how you show up in the world. And that is the thought for today. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about transforming your inner voice with powerful affirmations. Enjoy. The voice in your head never stops talking. It comments on your choices, judges your appearance, questions your abilities, and often speaks to you in ways you would never tolerate from another person. This internal narrator can become your greatest ally or your harshest critic, and the difference lies in your willingness to consciously shape the conversation happening within your own mind. By the end of this episode, you'll discover how to use affirmations not as empty positive thinking, but as powerful tools to rewire the neural pathways that create your self-talk, transforming your inner dialogue from a source of limitation into a foundation of strength and possibility. Most of us inherited our patterns of self-talk from childhood, absorbing the voices of parents, teachers, and peers until they became our own internal soundtrack. That critical voice telling you you're not good enough, smart enough, or worthy enough isn't actually your voice. It's an echo of old programming that no longer serves you. The beautiful truth is that you have the power to change this programming, one intentional thought at a time. Negative self-talk operates like a well-worn path through a forest. The more you walk it, the deeper and more automatic it becomes. But affirmations create new pathways, and with consistent practice, these new routes can become your mind's preferred way of thinking about yourself and your capabilities. The key to effective affirmations lies in understanding that they're not about pretending everything is perfect or denying real challenges. They're about choosing thoughts that serve your growth rather than sabotage it. When you catch yourself thinking, "I always mess things up," you can consciously choose to think, "I am learning and growing from every experience." Both thoughts acknowledge that mistakes happen, but only one empowers you to move forward with confidence. Start by becoming aware of your most common negative self-talk patterns. Do you tell yourself you're not smart enough when facing challenges? Do you criticize your appearance when you look in the mirror? Do you assume the worst about your abilities before even trying something new? This awareness is the first step toward change, because you cannot transform what you don't acknowledge. Once you've identified your patterns, create specific affirmations that directly counter these limiting beliefs. If you often think, "I'm not good at this," your affirmation might be, "I am capable of learning and improving in any area I choose to focus on." If you frequently tell yourself, "I don't deserve good things," try, "I am worthy of love, success, and happiness simply because I exist." The power of affirmations multiplies when you engage not just your mind, but your entire being. Say them out loud when possible, feeling the words resonate in your chest. Look yourself in the eyes in the mirror as you speak them. Write them down, engaging your body in the process of creating new neural pathways. The more senses you involve, the more deeply these new patterns embed themselves in your consciousness. Timing matters with affirmations. Your mind is most receptive to new programming during transitional states, when you first wake up, just before sleep, or during moments of quiet reflection. These are golden opportunities to plant seeds of positive self-talk that can grow throughout your day. But perhaps most importantly, make your affirmations feel authentic to you. If saying "I am perfect" feels false and creates resistance, try "I am perfectly imperfect and worthy of love as I am." If "I never fail" seems unrealistic, consider "I view every outcome as either success or valuable learning." The goal is to find words that feel both aspirational and believable to your current mindset. Consistency trumps intensity when it comes to rewiring your self-talk. 5 minutes of daily affirmation practice will create more lasting change than an hour-long session once a week. Your brain learns through repetition, and every time you choose a supportive thought over a critical one, you strengthen the neural pathways that serve your well-being. Notice how your affirmations begin to influence not just your thoughts, but your actions. When you regularly tell yourself, "I am capable and resourceful," you start to approach challenges with more confidence. When you affirm, "I deserve respect and kindness," you begin to set healthier boundaries. Your external reality starts to shift as your internal reality transforms. Remember that changing lifelong patterns of self-talk takes patience and compassion with yourself. There will be days when the old critical voice seems louder than your new supportive one. This is normal and part of the process. Each time you notice negative self-talk and consciously choose a more empowering thought, you're building the mental muscle that will eventually make positive self-talk your default mode. Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. When you speak to yourself with kindness, respect, and encouragement, you model these qualities for others and attract people who treat you with the same care you show yourself. The voice in your head will never stop talking, but you have the power to influence what it says. Through the consistent practice of affirmations, you can transform your inner critic into your inner champion, creating a foundation of self-support that will serve you through every challenge and celebration life brings your way. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening.